Okay, welcome back, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for coming. This week's Parashat is Matot Maseh. Many, it's your Bar Mitzvah Parsha. So maybe you're going to tell us a little about Torah afterwards. Something you said in your Bar Mitzvah? Yeah? Okay, good. So we're going to speak about Maaser today. The Pasuk says, Aser Ta'aser. It says, you shall give Maaser. Maaser is where you give a certain amount, 10% to the Leviim. And then with that money, they use it to live. Rashi explains that right next to the pasuk of Meiser, it says Lo teveshel gedi bechalev imo, which means don't cook the calf in its mother's milk. From here we learn the isur, the prohibition of basar b'chalav. But it says it in a funny way. It says Lo teveshel gedi bechalev imo. Do not cook the calf, which is the baby cow, in its mother's milk. So why does it put the pasuk of Meiser next to the pasuk of cooking babies in its mother's milk? So Rashi explains, Amar lehem HaKadosh Baruch Hu Yisrael. Hashem told the Jewish people, Al tirgemu li levashel gedayim shel tvua. He says, don't make me cook your grains when it's in the field, when it's, young. Ad shehen bimei imutehem, she'im atem en masrim asot kirui, shu samuch litbashel ani motzer ruach kadim v'shatfatan. Hashem says, if you will not give maaser properly, I'm hinting out to you that, when you're going to have a business deal and I'm going to make it grow, many times we have these deals that's about to happen, boom, bam, no more deal. It's gone. Hashem gives us the hope, and then what does He do? He cooks it away. He sends a strong wind to blow it away. So that's why the Maaser is right next to the pasuk of, don't make me cook the kid in its mother's milk. When you don't give maaser properly, what is Hashem going to do to your parnasah, to your grain? He's going to cook it before it becomes ripe. And once it's going to become ripe, he's not going to give it a chance, and He's going to kill the business deal. You understand?
That was the money that you were supposed to make.
Exactly. Hashem shows you you're about to make this money, and tatach, He hits you.
Happens to you all the time.
Happens to you all the time. That means you're not giving maaser properly. Now the Zera Shimshon asks, why does it have to be such a funny punishment? Why does Hashem have to give you the hope that you're about to make the money? He sees you have a whole field, all this grain, it's growing. In 1 month it's going to be ripe and you're going to be able to cut everything. All of a sudden, He sends a strong wind, blows everything away. What's the reason? His question's like this. Why does He have to make it grow and then destroy it? Just don't give you anything. Make it that your field is not going to grow. Make it that you're never going to get any business deals.
Why He gives you the hope?
Why does He give you the hope? That's the question. V'yesh lomar, shekvar yadua sheschar maaser hu habracha shesholech LaKadosh Baruch Hu b'tvot shelo. What's the reward of giving maaser? Everyone gives 10%. What's the reward? Everyone knows the famous reward. Why do you give maaser?
Share.
What does that mean?
Tithe to
Tell everybody.
Wealthy. Give maaser to become wealthy.
Give maaser to become wealthy. If you take the word aser, the root word is also osher. Osher means rich. It says aser ta'aser b'shvil shetit asher, which means give maaser so that you will become rich. And that's what the Torah promises us. And it says ubechanuni na bazot erikti lachem brachad lidai. Shem says, test me with maaser, and if I'm not going to open to you up the storehouses of Shamayim and rain upon you all the bracha, I want to see. I'm going to do it for you. Hashem says, test me in this. Why? I want you to test me because, you see? Hashem wants you to test Him. Give the 10%.
That's the custom.
Huh?
It's not an obligation, it's a custom.
It's also a custom to be rich. You want to be rich? Not everyone's rich.
That's what it says. It's investment.
It's a test.
With this custom.
You want to be rich? You give the maaser. Aser b'shvil shetit asher. Give maaser in order to become rich. And how do you get the riches? We learned, Ein bracha shoreh al davar. Bracha cannot be in an empty vessel. Bracha needs to be caught onto something that's already in existence. And the Zohar brings down from the pasuk in Elisha. There was a story with Elisha, which was a prophet, and a certain lady.
Oil.
The lady came to the Elisha the prophet and said, I don't have any money, my husband died, I'm a widow. And he said, okay, do you have anything in your house? Do you have something in your house? What does she say?
Nothing.
I have 1 jug of oil. She says, I have 1 jug of oil. And he says, take that jug of oil, take a bunch of cups, and start pouring into all the cups, and you're going to see it's going to grow, The whole story happens from 1 jug of oil. I have a question. Why can't Elisha snap his fingers and make all the oil come. Why does it have to be that the bracha is only coming when something's already in existence? So the Zohar brings down that in order to catch bracha into something, you have to have a keli to accept it. You have to have something that's already there. If she would not have that jug of oil, she would not be able to get the bracha. That widow will not be able to become rich, will not have been able to get money from that oil. Because you need the oil, you need the little bit for Hashem to take it and to grow it. So now a person, where is his source of bracha? It's in something that he already has. So your field, back then they had fields for parnasa. So the person's field, Hashem shows him, this is your parnasa. I'm already starting to grow it. It's already, let's say, 50% ripe. So at 50%, I can right now send you all the bracha. You gave maaser, Hashem can right now send you all the bracha into your 50% field. But if you don't give maaser properly, what's the punishment? Hashem is going to wipe away the ability to get the bracha. Where is bracha found? Only in something that's already in existence. You understand? In order for Hashem to show you you're getting punished because you're not giving maaser, He's showing you the hope which you would have got the money. Doesn't that feel much worse? You know, these guys, they're about to make a $2 million deal. And then all of a sudden, it breaks. Then there's another guy, he never got the $2 million deal. Who's going to be more upset? The guy who just lost $2 million or the guy who never even thought of making $2 million? You tell me.
Me.
Huh?
Second guy.
You said you?
The second guy.
Why?
First guy doesn't know what it is to have $1 million.
No, he lost.
Second guy.
The second guy,
he's getting
Benny's
it,
right. Benny's right.
The second guy was
The
beginning.
the first guy.
It hurts him so bad that
Because he lost the money. He lost the ability to get the bracha.
That was the first guy.
Yeah, that was the first guy. I don't know why you're saying second guy.
What was the question?
Okay, one more time. It's very simple. The guy who's going to be more upset is the one that had the ability to make the money. If you had the ability to make the money, you're going to be more upset. Okay? So now, Hashem wants to show us this is the punishment. La'asot heker shebalo ze machmat avon maaser. You didn't give maaser properly. Some people, what's the way to give maaser properly? They just wait. They don't count their money. They say, I'm going to give tzedakah. And every time I give tzedakah, it's going to count as maaser. What do you have to do? To take all your income, count down how much you make, and then from then, give 10%. It doesn't have to be, I make 10,000, I give 1,000 right away. You could do throughout the year, count up the money at the end of the year, and then give off the maaser like that. But you have to have exactly 10% off. Did you know that? You have to give exactly, but your business is easy.
20, they said, no?
To give exactly. No?
Really?
You're not getting money every
Yeah,
second.
but you have taxes, you have deductions.
Yeah, it's every business, yeah. So you just have to wait for all that, gather it up, and give exactly 10%. When a person does not give at the right time, does not give maaser properly, Hashem shows him how he could give him the bracha and takes it away from him. Now, on the Kabbalistic level, why does Hashem only wait till it's about to become ripe? And why does he now wait till you know it's ripe? Imagine your whole field is already standing. All the wheat's already there. You're about to cut it, and then he goes and destroys everything. That's going to be much worse. You're already mamash right there. You're about to sell the house. You already signed all the papers. This, that. The buyer backs off.
You can't.
What?
You can't.
He wants to, I don't know, Africa.
He filed bankruptcy.
He filed bankruptcy. You know, they call in the cash advance business, you know what they call it? He defaulted. Ask David about it. He defaulted. The guy's about to pay. All of a sudden, he runs away. He files bankruptcy. Wouldn't it be more of a pain if you already see your whole entire field ready? So this is a beautiful concept he brings down for the Mikubalim. He says that in every single fruit, there's a special malach. Every fruit, every piece of grain has an angel standing right next to it. And it's telling the apple, grow, 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 grow. And with this angel, it's giving koach to the apple. When the apple's not ripe, the angel's still on the side. Once the apple becomes fully ripe, where does the angel go inside? He puts himself inside the apple. Now he's part of the apple. That's why it's so important to say bracha. Because when you say a bracha, you're being metaken this malach. So the malach, when the fruits become ripe, he goes inside of it. So this is the reason why Hashem waits, not till it becomes fully ripe, because he doesn't want to destroy the angel for no reason. So he does it when it's 50%, before the malach inserts himself into the fruit, before he puts himself into the produce. And like that, he saves the angel from being destroyed. Because just because you sinned, why should you ruin a malach's life? You understand? Malach's going to put himself into this apple, and Hashem's going to have to destroy it. So Hashem, when does he destroy it? he still gives you the hope, but he only destroys it at 50%. In order that the spark of this angel does not go to waste, Hashem does not wait to destroy it once it becomes ripe. He does it a few times beforehand. ובזה נוכל לתרץ בטעם יפה למה בתוכחות של כי תבוא פירות הכתוב 3 מיני פירות בעניין הכללה. Now, in the tochecha, which is the curses against Hashem. How are you, David? How are you, Daniel? Welcome.
Good people.
We're talking about Maaser. We're talking about defaults, guys. You wanted to know, Dave, what's worse?
What that is.
What's worse, David? When a person is about to make money, he's about to make, let's say, $1 million deal, and Hashem backs it out, or the whole entire day, he didn't get any calls. None of his calls made anything. What's worse?
Those two situations are both garbage.
What's worse?
To back out.
To back out?
Happened today.
You know why? You know what we're learning by today? You didn't give Maaser properly. When you're going to give, listen. When you're going to give your money with Maaser properly, Hashem is going to make it that all your deals going to go through. Because if you don't give the Maaser properly, you don't count correctly, you don't give it to the right places, then what does Hashem do? He shows you about to get this deal, but then He takes it away from you. You understand, Daniel?
Yeah.
Good. So now in the curses, it says, I'm going to read to you in English what the curses say. There's 3 curses, and we're going to ask a question on this. It says, you will take abundant seed out to the field, but you will harvest little. It's talking about the grains. Then it says you will plant vineyards. You're going to work the vineyard. You're going to try hard, but you're not going to get no wine. Everything's going to go to waste. And then it says you're going to have olive trees throughout your boundaries, but you will not anoint with oil. All the olives are going to go to waste. So the question is, why did Hashem, you have to use 3 different pesukim to say your fruits are not going to work? Just say very simply, all the fruits that you plant will rot. Nothing will benefit you. Why does he say 3 different examples? Grapes, olives, and wheat. You know what the answer is? Because the 3 places that are de'oraita maaser, from the Torah, Hashem says you better give maaser on this. What are the 3 places? Grain, olives, and
Wheat.
grapes. That's grains. Not wheat. Grain, olives, and grapes. So Hashem is hinting out through here, when are you not going to get benefit from your grain, olives, and grapes? It's when you're not going to give maaser. Because these are the 3 things that you must give maaser on. And if you don't give maaser, Hashem is hinting us that He's going to take away all our future abilities to make money, all our profits. Yes?
Are we talking about 10 or 20?
We're talking about the Shulchan Aruch, so it's a good question. How much is maaser? 10. But then the Shulchan Aruch says for people that have it's called ayin yafeh, or not greedy, very giving heart, they should give 20. And like that, 20, you're going to get even more of a bracha. 20%. Brought down, Shulchan Aruch.
Don't overdo it.
Huh?
Don't overdo it.
Ooh, wow.
Maaser.
Yeah, above 20%.
You can go poor.
No. Yeah. Above 20%, unless you're really, really rich, don't give. So,
How about like 10% or like tzedakah on the side?
that's fine. Okay, but you asked about 20%. 20%.
Tzedakah and Maaser are different categories.
Tzedakah and maaser. Okay, I want to say like this. Maaser is tzedakah, but not all tzedakah is maaser. Good? 10% when you give it is going towards tzedakah. But not all your tzedakah is maaser. You can give tzedakah, that's not maaser. You understand?
Oh.
You gave 10%, then a poor person comes and asks you for money. And you give him more money. What's that called? It's called tzedakah.
You can't count it towards the Maaser.
You could, but let's say you already gave your 10%.
Yeah, but up to 20%, you said it's Maaser.
Up to 20% is additional maaser. Understand? Even if you give 20 and the poor person comes and asks you for money, you're still supposed to give him money. You understand? Because when the opportunity comes to you, you're supposed to always give. That's the way it works. And Hashem says, you know what kind of bracha I'm going to give you? I'm going to give you bracha ad beli dai. Until you're not going to be able to say enough. Now, Zera Shimshon is a very interesting play on these words, ad beli dai. So what does ad beli dai mean? Pashut pshat. Simple explanation is, Hashem is going to give you so much money, if you're going to give maaser properly, you won't even be able to say the words enough. You're like, Hashem, it's enough. It's enough money. Did you ever say that in your life? You ever say it's enough money?
Sky's the limit.
You're going to have so much money, you're going to be saying, enough is the money. I don't need no more. Your lips are going to be tired of it.
That's
enough.
what?
If you give the maaser.
So I
Properly.
don't understand.
Okay.
Well, you made 10,000. You give.
You give 1,000.
Okay. So
To give it with all your heart. Just to give it with the will that I'm serving Hashem with this. Like that. That's called proper maaser. Perush ad shivlu siftotechem. Now, he says, this is a very interesting thing. He says, why aren't we getting the bracha we're supposed to get? He says, when we sin, we create prosecutors in Shemayim. We create people, they say in Shemayim, they say, Elon, he doesn't deserve the money he's supposed to get. Elon doesn't deserve it. Don't give it to him. He has enough already. And what do they tell Hashem? He has enough. He already made a lot of money. He already made a few thousand. He doesn't need more this month. And they stop the bracha that's coming to him by saying to Hashem, it's enough. Then he already has enough money. So when you give maaser, Hashem says, I'm going to make it that it's going to be ad bilidai. The prosecutors who are telling me enough, I'm going to tell them, shh. I'm not going to listen to them. I'm going to send the bracha away from them. So when you give the maaser, what are you really doing? You're channeling the bracha that's already supposed to come to you, that's being stopped by the prosecutors. Yes?
what if you make money, right?
Yeah.
But then you don't get the money. Like you don't have the money.
What does that mean?
It's like it's there.
They're holding it.
You funded.
Okay. What about that? I don't get it.
So like, how you gonna do master on something that it's yours?
So you get it to
You
your
have
pocket.
You get it to your pocket. Or if you know you're going to get it, you're already able to give maaser on it. That's the way it works. Now we're...
No, not after you reinvest. It means if you're
No, yeah,
reinvesting.
or like, what if I put it back in? You know,
So first you give
First on your
maaser.
profits, you give the maaser, and then you put it back in.
why can in the end of the day give master like after?
Yeah, I don't think it works like that.
when you die.
I don't think it works like that. I think
It doesn't. Certain businesses.
I have a question. You
Yes.
invest maaser
Can you invest maaser?
and
What does
then
that
have
mean?
it grow.
So let's
Like,
say...
let's say you start a foundation.
Yes.
Okay, so like if you put money into a foundation, it's tax free. But let's say you make your $500,000 in foundation. You don't want to give out all of your $500,000
Okay.
this year. You want to break up your maaser over the years.
So what you can do? Let's say you said 500,000 in maaser?
Yeah.
So let's say you have $500,000 in maaser. $500,000 in maaser, honestly, it's a lot of money. You make $5 million a year?
I'll tell you me.
$500,000.
Wow, Sam. He's now, yo.
500,000. You take
Why is there
it.
no food here then?
You invest the money, and wherever this money goes, you give the money. Understand?
Yeah, but let's say you lose the money. You still owe the money?
What do you mean?
Yeah, obviously.
I was curious.
So I'm not paskening, but you could go ask a rabbi, say, can I invest my money? Obviously, you're not keeping the profits.
Abu Alik, what do you say?
Let's say your money's gonna double. It's gonna go to $1 million. Who does the million go to? Still the poor people. You understand?
Okay, and if you lose it, who does it go to? No one?
No, you gotta pay for it.
You see, it's like, why is it like that?
No, it's a question. You're gonna ask a rabbi, not me. I'm not a
You have to pay
rabbi.
master on the
I'm not a
profits.
rabbi.
Can
Yes.
I ask you something?
Yes.
What if you're on your
Yeah,
way?
I like your pants.
Shorts.
Yeah.
I fell down
No.
today.
Okay. No, it's ripped. I
What
like
if you're
it.
on your way
Yeah.
to give your master money
Okay.
and someone hustles for show and robs you? Do you still
Cut
have
there.
to give it from your now
So-
saved profits?
So honestly, this is a beautiful question.
Here, look, Rabbi.
This comes up in the Gemara about kachim. Kachim is talking about korbanot. There's two types of korbanot. There's something called a donation, where you say Hare zu olah. You have two cows, okay? You point to the cow. You say, I want this cow to be my korban. Listen, it's a very good question. It's a very good question. You say, I want this cow. I can see your face. You say, I want this cow to be my korban. So what happens if you lose this cow? Do you have to give another korban? You're responsible for it or no?
No,
No. Why?
because
Because you dedicated
It's a
this
good-
cow. But let's say you said, I want to give a cow for a korban. And then tomorrow you go to your flock and you see, okay, this one's nice, and you take it. On the way to Bet HaMikdash, you get robbed. Are you responsible?
Yes.
100%. Why? Because when you originally said that you're going to give it, what you do it? You did a general term. I will give a cow to the korban. Everything in the Torah goes by the mouth. Very strong. So over here, it matters how you said the money. You separate the money, but over here, I don't know if it's going to be exactly the same thing. What do you think, Yosef? You don't know? So it matters how you separated it. But you see the concepts I'm telling you? It matters how you separate this. You got to also go ask a rabbi. Your local Orthodox rabbi.
Is there a time frame on maaser?
Is there a time frame?
No.
No, not really.
You can put it away and do it anytime you want.
Yeah.
To lend money.
What's the best? Who's the best person to give master to?
The best person to give maaser, the Shulchan Aruch says, Yosef, you want to tell everybody? is a Talmid Chacham, specifically that you are related to, comes first, and then in your town,
So my cousin's right here.
and then Israel. And then what? From your relatives, then your town, and then farther from your town, and then Israel.
I heard you're not supposed to give your relatives.
You're specifically, that is the
you
first
shouldn't
person
give
you should
Rochelle
give to if he's a Talmid Chacham. Okay,
Raises something.
so
Let's say
okay, so he asked the question. He said, when do you know when to stop giving maaser to a person? We said the best person to give it to is the Talmid Chacham who's related to you, right? So now, when do you know? Let's say the guy already has his base. Rashi says you're supposed to still fill up his pockets. Why? Because the more you give to the Talmid Chacham, you're respecting him. You understand?
Wait.
Ah,
So let's say you can give it to this Talmid Chacham, right? Or whatever.
okay.
But you know he's getting support from everyone else, right?
Rashi says fill up his pockets.
There's
Not me.
another Talmid Chacham that's support. So you rather do it to him or to the one that's already getting support?
Your choice. Same thing.
But it's same mitzvah.
Same mitzvah.
Okay.
Because as long as you're supporting Torah, that's you're supporting Beit HaLevi. What did the Beit HaLevi exactly say? Huh? You forgot it? He said that the rabbis, they should have everything that the community members have.
So Makai.
There's a certain Chassidut, they're called Rizhne, right? Rizhner Chassidim. They treat their Rebbe like a king. He has a $50,000 Bekesha. He has, back then, the older Rebbes, they walked around, they made a palace for the Rizhner Rebbe. It was the Rizhner Rebbe, right? They made a palace for him. He had gold shoes. He had a gold throne. Everything, he was top. Everything, he had so much money. Where did he get it from? All the tzedakah that people gave him. Why? People will go up to him. Let's say the rabbi told you, you are not allowed to, let's say something. What do we always speak about? Bahamas. You like Bahamas. You're not allowed to go to Bahamar. If the rabbi is sitting on a golden chair wearing golden shoes and he looks like this billionaire and he's telling you don't go to Bahamar, you're going to go to Bahamar?
Yes.
You're not going to go to Bahamar. You walk into a palace. There's like a king sitting on the throne telling you cannot go to Bahamar. You're going to look at the rabbi and you're going to say you're 100% right. When the rabbi in your eyes has the riches, you respect him more. It's a fact. You know why? You kiss up to all these rich guys. You look at them, can I get you tea? Can I get you coffee? All of a sudden you're like, you're kissing up to the guy. You think you're gonna open the door, he's gonna give you a $10,000 check? What do you think he's gonna do to you? What do you think he's gonna do to you? But guess what?
He's looking down on you.
Now I was waiting for Sam to ask this. Why? Because you know what the rabbi had on his gold shoes? He had no soles.
Interesting.
What?
He had no soles. His soles were that he could feel every single bump in the thing. He was trying to show that I'm only doing it for the outside.
Heavy shoes.
For people to respect me. But my comfort, no comfort. His golden chair, you ever sat on a metal chair? It's not comfortable. It was not comfortable. His shoes, he was walking on the stones, hurting his feet. Because he wasn't doing it for his own comfort, he was doing it for the sake of the Torah. That answers your question? It's not a marshal, this happened. This is how they... All the Goyim went to this rabbi. He was the most respected person. He was very big.
Sounds like a pimp.
Rabbi Eli Melech, that's his name? His name is Rabbi Eli Melech of the Jins. Yeah, Noam Eli Melech. Big stuff, big stuff, big Talmid Chacham.
You could buy like Louis Vuitton shoes and like whatever.
Yes, Yevarechecha Hashem v'yishmerecha. Hashem says, I'm going to bless you with mammon, and I'm going to guard you from the mazikim. Which means Hashem will bless us when we give the maaser properly with money, and He's going to guard us from the damagers. Who are the damagers? The prosecutors in Shamayim, which are saying, he doesn't need more, he already has enough. When we give the maaser properly, Hashem is going to take away all the prosecutors from within us. Now, I heard an amazing story. It's a true story from one of my friends. One of my friends, he's a barber, and he said, every time I get the maaser, every time I get money, let's say he made $300 on Friday, so he said, right away, I'm going to separate $30. Because all the time, he was always gathering the money, and then he forgot to give the maaser, and he was always like this, like that. So 1 week, he took upon himself that anytime I make money, I get the cash, right away I'm going to separate it. Right away. So he was doing that for a few weeks. 1 week, one Friday, he decided, I'm not going to do it. He forgot this, that. Friday night, what happens to him? He's in the yeshiva. Listen to the story, crazy story. He's in the yeshiva. Everyone goes to the rabbi's house for Oneg Shabbat. He's in his dorm room upstairs, 4th floor. He's on the 4th floor over there. And all of a sudden, he wasn't feeling well. Goes to the bathroom. He faints, cracks his head open. Bleeding. all alone. He walks down 4 flights. He wakes up. He has no idea what happened. He walks down 4 flights of stairs himself. His head is cracked, bleeding. He had to get stapled after. They take him to the hospital. This, that. He comes up to me and you know what he tells me? He says, I know why this happened to me. He said, this happened to me because that Friday I didn't give my maaser correctly. I took upon myself to give the maaser correctly, and Hashem showed me this is what's going to happen. Now, obviously, it's not always going to be so big. But Hashem, right away, he realized his mistake. He realized that I did not give my tzedakah properly, and from then on, he was very careful. Every single time he made the money, right away, he gives the tzedakah. So we have to take upon ourselves, every person, Baruch Hashem, everyone's making money. We have to take upon ourselves to be careful in this mitzvah. This is the mitzvah that Hashem says, test me, and I'm going to give you bracha until you're not going to be able to say enough. The prosecutors in Shemayim, they're saying Daniel has enough money, we're going to wipe them away. Hashem is going to send you all the blessing, send all of us the blessing we're supposed to get. And Bezrat Hashem, we're going to get very good. We're going to get bracha from Shemayim until our lips will not be able to say enough. Baruch Adonai La'olam. Amen v'amen.
Yeah, is it also on tip?